'97 in San Diego. We were at the Princess, but it wasn't called Princess then.
It was called Paradise Point Resort.
Yes.
And then it later changed.
Yes, exactly. So we were at the Paradise Point, and I remember a colleague of mine who had just become the lab animal director at Oregon State University, and she was fairly new to the rules and the regs, and I remember her walking through the reference room at Primer, and I happened to be with her, and we're looking at the different references that you guys had laid out, and her name was Dr. Barbara Smith, who has all these acronyms at the end of her name. She's DVM and PhD and board certified this and that. And she goes, "Gosh, Monte," she goes, "Oh, you got USDA over here, you got PHS, you got the guide. When do you have to follow each of them?" And I'm thinking, here's this incredibly bright person, all this training, and she is, confused about how this all fits together. Not like any of us really know how it all fits together. But at that moment, I remember it distinctly, that I thought, this is crazy. Why? There should be a basic course in front of the Primer course that just lays it out there in real basic terms. And so, and I was a newbie relatively newbie at the time, and I remember getting at the end of the conference, I got in a taxi cab, and in the taxi cab was Molly Green and Karen Hansen. Now, these are icons in the animal world and the human subjects world, and I really didn't know Molly or Karen very well. Karen a little bit because she was from Washington, and so I said, "Have you guys ever thought about having like a basic course, like on the front end of this course? Because I think it would be valuable and make the courses that are being offered at Primer more understandable, because it seemed like many of the presentations at Primer were more sophisticated, a little more advanced, and would be helpful to have a more basic understanding." And so Molly says, "Yeah, that sounds like a good idea." And of course, Arena, I think, had done some of that before, but not like sort of an official basic course year after year. So then I remember a couple of months went by, and I emailed Molly, and I said, "Hey, Molly, did you ever give this any more consideration?" And she says, "Well, yeah, I think I'll bring it up when I meet at the Arena Council. And I'm on the Arena Council, and I'll bring it up." And I'm thinking, okay. So then a few more months go by, and I email Molly and say, "Molly, do you guys ever consider this?" And she finally writes back, and she says, "Yeah, it's a good idea. We want to do it. You want to do it?" And by the way, here's a name for you, Mary Lou James. Now, little did I know that Mary Lou, who's been the stalwart of IACUC 101, she's, it's been her baby as much as mine, and then some, trust me. Love her to pieces. And she and I had actually met that March of '97, and both of us remember meeting each other and sitting on the bridge, the wooden bridge, I guess, or I don't know if it was wooden, that was the Barefoot Grill, or Barefoot Bar and Grill, and we were talking about the new ag guide, and when was that going to be out, and this and that. And so here now is Molly saying, "Here, I want you to work with Mary Lou." And so we're thinking, okay, we're going to develop this program, and this was only like 5 months before the next Primer meeting. And so we were thinking, oh, they don't want us to put anything together for the one that's coming up, because that's only like 4 months away. And Molly's like, "Oh no, we want you to do it then." It's like, what? So we're busy putting this program together, and as well as I do, what that was like up there in the hotel room, stuffing packets together. Of course, they were green packets after green and yellow for University of Oregon Ducks. And so, we're stuffing our packets together, and we were so concerned that we were not going to do well. And so we had the registration was only, I think, $75, and it turns out this half-day course was a great success, and a lot of it was because of the faculty that we got on board. People like, I think Catherine Bain was there, Ron DeHaven was there, Dr. Nelson was there, Garnett Nelson, Molly Green, Marky Pitts, and I don't know if Ernie was part of that program, Dr. Ernie Prentice, or not. But anyway, those were us, and that was the birth of IACUC 101. So I think really that's probably something that I'm pretty proud of, and certainly have a lot of in debt to you, but in particular Mary Lou, who's really been the one to carry the torch of IACUC 101, and we're like a family, and we are a family, and we're a family within the IACUC 101 faculty. We're a family in the Primer family, but we really do care for each other, and love each other, and what we do for each other and for the registrants. It's just a great feeling, and we do it for the love of it. Certainly don't do it for the financial reasons. I don't think anyone does it for financial reasons who's in this business, but it's really a labor of love. It really is.